Hello everyone, this is Rachel from Sweet Bee Paper Co. I am here with another Can You Say Napkins open collab, which is hosted by Susan from Susan Hiles Art, Joanne from Junk Journal Treasures, and Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. I will link all of their channels down below. And today for January 28th, the prompt is add a napkin to a journal page. So I think in one of the other videos I had where we did the masterboard. So on here I collaged with one of the napkins I got from TJ Maxx. But I said I wanted to use these in the journal I'm working on, which is this one. And I've got the signatures kind of planned out, but I wanted to go ahead and add some napkins to some of the pages before I sew in the signatures, because I also want to go around them with like the sewing machine too. So I have a German English dictionary book page and a music page that I want to use some napkin on. So I have a piece left over from last week of working on the napkins to the tags. So this already has both layers off. It is ready to go. And then I also have one of the napkins I got from the Dollar Tree. So these smaller napkins are only half of them are actually have anything printed on them. So like what I did with these before was just cut off the printed one and then use this for other stuff, like cleaning things up or whatever. So I'm not really, wasting it. I'm just going to get the back off of this one. Actually, let me just cut it first. And these napkins from the Dollar Tree are just 2 layers, so we are ready to go. I'm just not sure which one I want on which page. I think we'll do the flower over the music sheet. So let's do that one first. So to collage these on the book page, I'm just going to use my Scotch Create permanent glue stick. It's my favorite glue stick. I talked about it in the other videos, and it does really well with napkins. So I'm just trying to decide. Okay, so I can kind of lay this all the way to the edges and then just not to the fold, since that'll be sewn through. So let's get a good layer of glue on there. And this has got like the napkin, I think I'm going to do right in here, because it's got like this blue line and I don't want it just on the top or the bottom. So I think I'll do it like right here. And I was thinking about it, and I do want to put it all over the page, because I like seeing like the music paper or the dictionary paper behind it. So I'm going to go ahead and just start adding my glue. Making sure I get the edges really good. So then when you're gluing down napkins with this glue, I still like to take a little card and just kind of lightly go over to burnish it down. And kind of want to pull it up, because I know I went over the page and I don't want the napkin to glue. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cut the excess off so it doesn't stick to something else. I love that. Okay, so I'll set that aside to dry, because I want to make sure that dries pretty well before I stick it in my machine. And which side do I want to put? think I'll put the napkin on the inside here. Okay, but let's take a look and see where we're going to lay it down at. Probably right about there. I'm going to go ahead and trim off some of this excess just so it's not in the way. And then add my glue. And try not to go all the way to the fold there. Probably went over it anyway. Oh, need to be careful or I'm going to rip it. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Just cut the excess off. Oh, that looks so pretty. And then I was thinking about doing napkin on this too. I've got like this strip here. Yeah, why not? And then that's kind of going over the edge there, which I actually think is fine. And it looks really pretty over the side. I'll just make, well, I'm not going to sew on this side, on this part though. So maybe I'll add just a little touch of glue. Because I thought about just cutting that off, but it looks so pretty folded over. So I'll add a little bit of this liquid glue just to hold it down. And then this page will probably get covered. Although I might just go ahead and do that. Now, before I sew, let me think about it. So now I want to add some of this dot stamp. Do we want to do the script stamp too? Like we had on these. I think so. Let me go grab it. Okay, I've got all my stamp stuff out. So let's do the script stamp first. That might be kind of neat. Now we're ready. So this script stamp is a Stamper Anonymous Studio 490. I have it linked below in my Amazon links. Oh yeah, that looks good. I love using this one. Very nice. Okay. So I think on the other one, I'm actually going to use the walnut stain. Let me wipe this off. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, so that is done. All right, so now let's do some of this dot stamp. The brand is Northwoods Rubber Stamps. It's from 1998. I got it in a thrift store haul. I have no idea if it's still available. However, there are like dot background stamps available from different companies. Or you can like do black watercolor or splats with ink. That would be pretty too. I'm just really loving using this stamp. It's just so pretty. Now, what else do I want to add to these? I'm not sure. I kind of don't think I want to add anything else because I'm not sure what I'll want to do on the page when I get to it. Like if I want to do like a big picture on it or collage more on top. I'm not sure. I have loved doing this collab so far. I like doing different challenges and collabs that people have because it makes me kind of think out of the box and gets me out of my comfort zone. That's why for my monthly challenges too, I try to do something a little different or something I normally wouldn't go for. January I picked blue because it is my birthday month. All right, so yeah, I think these look great. I love that rose gold ink on this one because I don't know if you can see it, but in the light, it will kind of start to shine just a little bit. And as much as I want to kind of bling bling it up with some gold, I think I'm going to hold off for now. But I'm going to let these dry for a little bit and then run them through my sewing machine. Okay, I've got them stitched up, and I wanted to say too, I didn't add the stitching because I thought it wouldn't stay on the page. I know they'll stay on the page with the glue. I just really like the look that stitching can give. And with the napkins, it's really not super noticeable. So I did a straight stitch around and added some zigzag stitch in just a couple of places. And I didn't add any stitching to this yet because I'm not sure what I want to do. Because I think I'm going to find something to cover or to put here. And then I think I might stitch this pocket down then. So we'll have to see, because I had planned on kind of covering this part up because of the illustration and whatever on it. So that's what's going on with that one. And then this one, I also trimmed most of my strings. I did the same thing. I did a straight stitch around, and in a few places I did some zigzag stitch. So yeah, so at this point, it's just, well, doing this page here, adding something else, and getting the signatures sewn into the journal so I can start using these gorgeous pages. So I will bring you back when I finally have these in the journal. Okay, guess what? I got my journal finally done. I've got all of the signatures sewn in, and I've got the pages that I decoupaged the napkins to in, and I'm so excited to start doing things in this journal and decorating it. I need to make a dangly thing. I did okay sewing it in. I think that was what was the most stressful for me before, was sewing in the signatures, because that first one I made, bigger one I made, I should say, I ended up doing it really crooked and having to redo it. But since I got these little clips, I was able to get all three of my signatures like ready to go and put them in, and it just went so much smoother. Sewing in one signature is one thing, but more than one is just too much or something. I don't know. So let me show you what it looks like, and I'm super excited. And then I'll show you those napkin pages. I meant to do a doily in the first and last signatures, and I ended up doing it in the first and second. So okay, they're just a little they're just a little different. It's fine. I have such a hard time not being very symmetrical with things and kind of letting things flow. And junk journaling really pushes me out of that comfort zone, which I really like, but sometimes it just kind of takes me a second to get there. So I'm sure some of you relate. I don't know. So anyway, okay, so here's the botanical napkin. I love it so much. I showed you where I sewed a little bit. I really like how the back of the page looks too, right? With that stitching. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm not sure how I'll decorate the rest of it. It's so interesting to me when you like decoupage with napkins and stuff, because the napkins are so soft before, and then you decoupage and collage with them, and they don't even feel the same anymore. It's just wild to me. There's the small pocket. Looks really cute. And the other one. I love it. This has been such a fun collab with really good prompts to do, because they weren't over my head. I could think of something to do. But I want to say thank you to the ladies that organized this, Susan, Joanne, and Sherry. I love it. It was such a fun collab and prompt list to do. Make sure you check out their channels. They are all 3 linked below. And if you are looking for more challenges or collabs, don't forget that I run hashtag SweetBee Challenge every month. For January, it's blue, and February announcements should be coming out pretty soon. But I hope you have a good rest of your day. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.